Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Finally, the developers of Little Nightmares have released their long-awaited new game, which transports us to an entirely new universe filled with new worlds, puzzles, and hidden meanings that we'll be unraveling. The full story, Reanimal. At the very beginning, we see 5 friends looking into a well. Behind these kids, there are barely discernible silhouettes of animals. Suddenly, the character we'll be playing wakes up and finds himself in a boat in the middle of the ocean. He starts to paddle towards the sound of seagulls circling around someone in the water. The main character pulls out a girl wearing a rabbit mask, but she suddenly comes to life and attacks him. We manage to calm her down, and a brief dialogue occurs between them.
I thought you were dead. Where are the others?
From this moment on, we set off in search of our friends in an unfamiliar world. Eventually, we reach the shore and see a large building blocking our way forward. Suitcases are scattered around, and in one of them we find a key to the door at the entrance to the building. Inside, we navigate through the sewers and reach a technical room where we notice an unknown character. From what I've gathered, his name is Sniffer. A little deeper, we notice our friend, who tells us to keep moving forward.
I knew you would. You should leave. While you still can.
Delving deeper, we find a ventilation system that leads us outside. Here we notice that same Sniffer. On the tracks, we find a cart that needs 2 missing wheels. We go through the neighboring door next to the cart and end up in the restroom. Noticing Sniffer, we see him crawl inside some kind of body and disappear. Here, we find a key after pulling the body out of the toilet. Next to the cart, there's another locked door. Using the key we found, we open the door and find the second wheel. We manage to escape and install the missing wheel. After that, we set off on a long journey. Here we can find a secret location with a grave and see what really happened to one of our friends. We make our way to the train cars where Sniffer is already looking for our friend. As we start the train car, he notices us and begins to chase us. Now there are 3 of us. And we gradually make our way to the road. We hear the sound of an ice cream truck driven by none other than Sniffer. We manage to escape, but unfortunately our friend gets caught nearby. We spot a car and decide to start it. which opens up a new passage into the city. A little deeper in the city, there's a movie theater and an ice cream truck that we managed to move a bit to get through. Near the movie theater, we find a bolt cutter that we can use to get into the theater. Sniffer drags a body into the yard behind the movie theater, and we run after him, pushing aside a trash can. We end up in the laundry room of one of the apartment buildings, where Sneaker is ironing bodies made entirely of skin. Sneaking past him, we find ourselves in the dryer for these bodies and realize that Sneaker was pulling them out of the water and drying them here. Without catching his eye, we make our way to the room where he's keeping our friend and manage to free him. We try to escape the same way, but the bell gives us away, and Sneaker starts looking for us. We come up with a plan to get some gas and steal the ice cream truck. As we sneak over to the gas station, Sniffer attacks us. We manage to grab the gas and escape from his chase. Making it to the truck, we fill it up with gas and hop in the driver's seat. But Sniffer is still on our tail, and we try to shake him off the truck. Fortunately, everyone managed to survive. With the help of a boat, we paddle our way to the sunken city. After paddling a bit further, we came across a set of harpoons that we can use to blow up mines and attack floating objects. As we move on, we find a secret location where we can see what happened to us. Blow up the mines! We're opening a path to the local hotel where we spot another one of our friends. But suddenly a huge pelican swoops down, grabs our friend, and carries him off to the lighthouse. We find ourselves in a new location where a giant monster is swimming around. We need to get to the lighthouse, so we land on the nearest shore and start climbing up the stairs to the cliff. Beyond the field, we see bread with a pig inside it. We make our way out and gradually reach the lighthouse, where we find our friend and free him from his cage. The pigs started to panic really hard. And suddenly the bread catches fire, but we have no choice but to lock the remaining animals inside to save ourselves from the pelican. The bus takes our characters to the orphanage, and as they sneak inside, we see that the children have turned into dried-up statues. I'm making my way deeper, and we see the orphans hiding from the light, turning into living statues and attacking us. Naturally, we fight them off, but we also discover a new location with bunny statues. Further inside the house, we see the orphans have captured our friend, and we engage in a battle with them. Here, we witness the kids feeding a pig and preparing to feed our friend as well. Eventually, we reach a hall where they release our friend down to the monster. We fend them off and find a new secret location where something happened to our friend. In the hall, we manage to lift our friend back up, but unfortunately we fall into a trap and get sent to the monster as well. We manage to escape just like our friend, and even the pig that was also going to be food for the monster manages to break free with us. We try to calm it down, but suddenly the monster appears and devours our friend. Then, a horde of petrified orphans spills out at us, and we run away, making our way further and further. We end up in a barn filled with potatoes, where we encounter that very monster. We try not to get caught in its sight, but eventually a chase begins. This leads to a boss fight with the monster, and we defeat it. We climb inside its mouth to save our friend. After we saved our friend and got out of the orphanage, we noticed that the military had shown up. Our friends had already hidden in one of the trucks, and we suddenly jumped in with them. The military trucks crashed, but we survived and found ourselves near a military observation point. We jumped into a boat and paddled over to a cannon, loaded it with ammo, and fired right at the floating monster, opening up a new passage to a new location. We swam through and spotted a military ship approaching. We climbed aboard, and inside we saw a massive whale with a strange shape that had no eyes. Nearby, we found a spacesuit and decided to dive underwater. We make our way to the shot sea monster that has an eye and grab it. Then we run back, but the monster wakes up and starts chasing us. We manage to reach the shore and escape. We bring the eye back and give it to the whale. It flips over and swims away, opening up a new passage for us. Then we run to our boat, paddle deeper, and finally reach the new city. Following the sheep, we get caught up in some military actions. As we descend into the trenches, we see soldiers self-destructing, pushing further and further. At one point, we're attacked by that same sheep, which has grown to an enormous size. We find ourselves in a bunker, and we take an elevator up to the hospital, making our way through the wards. The soldiers start blowing themselves up as we move on, and we witness the sheep devouring our last friend. Next, using our weapon, we take the hanging key from the mannequin and move on. We see the sheep has grown even bigger, and it's feasting on those very soldiers. We quietly sneak into a new room. Then we step out onto the battlefield and see that it's complete chaos. A tank starts firing at us, but we grab a grenade and toss it right inside the tank. Now we're going to take control of this tank, which will help us fight that fierce sheep. We see that our friends have apparently performed some kind of fierce ritual. We enter a shed and see a circle drawn on the floor with little bunnies and the dead body of one of them. But suddenly our girl with the bunnies, without even realizing it, steps into the center of this circle, and she is sacrificed. The cycle of rebirth has started again. In essence, the ritual they performed has set in motion an endless loop of their shared hell that will repeat over and over. But we remember that throughout the game, no one understood how they ended up here. And did they ever think about how to stop it? We saw how all of them died, but we never saw how the bunny girl met her end. Now we know exactly what happened to her.